What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am NocturnalMark, and I have here Proxinova with me. Again, we're the two Amigos, and we have another episode for you guys.
Late at night again.
Indeed, late at night. We only do these podcasts late at night because of my crazy, crappy schedule. Poor Gio, he has to go to bed pretty soon.
I'll be fine. You know, I went to bed kind of late last night, like 12:30. I was at a friend's house.
Oh, you're such a rebel, man.
Hey, here's the thing, though.
I
woke up late and almost late to work. No, I was late to work. Sorry.
You hear that, guys? He's a rebel. I stay up till about 3 or 4 in the morning on the weekend sometimes.
Yeah, but
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
I don't know how you stay up till 12.
Do you have to go to work at 7? No.
Not on the weekends.
Exactly. That's why I go at 7 every day.
That sucks, man. But anyways, guys, I don't really know what to expect from this podcast, but I think Gio's got a pretty good idea, a solid foundation of this. So I'm going to go ahead and wing mine. I'm going to go ahead and wing it while Gio is prepared.
You are supposed to be prepared as well.
Hey, I just like in my life, I wing a lot of things, all right?
Very true.
Just how I am.
Can you wing those underrated and / overrated games?
I probably can. But I'm gonna let you go first.
All right. So when I think of underrated, I go to Okami. You play Okami on PS2?
No, I never have.
You heard of Okami?
No, I never have. I guess it is underrated, huh?
All right. We need to stop this recording and come back to me when you finished Okami.
Okami? I'm not gonna play Okami.
Hey,
what is Okami?
You can get it on PS3 HD digital. Okay, so Okami
I don't have
was,
a PS3.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Hey.
You have a Wii.
I don't.
You have a PS2.
No. Oh, well, I do, but I don't know where it's at. I have to look for it.
Okay, well, find it. Play Okami. It was this game?
I'll think about it.
Was like, you remember Wind Waker's cell shaded art style? And it was like the old Japanese watercolor paintings.
Yes, I loved it.
You being a designer would love how Okami looks. I guarantee it. And so it looked like old Japanese watercolor paintings, and you were this the sun goddess Amaterasu, and it played like Zelda. So you had dungeons and you had an overworld, and you go different places. And music's amazing, characters are funny and memorable. It's just a solid ass game from Clover Studios, rest in peace. They shut down many years ago. They did the Beautiful Joe series on GameCube and PS2.
Oh, I love Beautiful Joe.
So see,
I remember playing that as a kid.
They made
Okami. Dude, their art style was so beautiful.
Yeah, kiss the camera.
Yeah, I'm kissing him. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen who are listening to this, I am kissing the camera.
Put them Kool-Aid on your lips.
Hey, but no, really, Beautiful Joe was pretty badass. I remember that as a kid. I think there was a 1 and 2. Is that right?
Yeah, but I never played any of them.
Oh man, dude, they were so freaking awesome. Man, I remember that. That was fun. That was really cool, man. I'd never played anything like that before, so I mean, to me, it was fascinating.
So definitely jump on that Okami because it's amazing. It's a little long, and I know you don't like long experiences because he won't play Mass Effect, and it's only 15 hours long.
Look, I do like long experiences. However, if it's a game that's already that old, I don't know, because I mean, there's already 3. Like, if I want to play the new one, I want to play the new one. But I'm like, okay, so I have to play through 1, I have to play through 2, now I have to play. It's just like it's a hassle to go through all these games just to play the third one that's the newest. I don't know. That's just me. Like, I missed out. While it was, while it was all coming out.
So did I, but I still managed to get through all of them within 2 weeks. It can be done.
See, man,
it can be done.
If anything, I wish that I could take the time to play all these beautiful games, man. I'm just waiting for summer break, honestly, so that way I don't have to worry about college or anything like that. Once summer break is here, better believe I'm gonna be playing all kinds of games, man.
You better include Mass Effect in that summer playthroughs.
I don't know, man. I'll think about it.
You don't have to record it.
Dude, just play. There might be so many games out there, though, that I might just be too busy.
Do you even know what's coming out in the summer?
No. I haven't looked into it, but...
All I know is that
still,
the beginning of this year has been freaking amazing.
Oh, are you talking about Horizon Zero Dawn?
I'm talking about them all. Since beginning of the
Horizon
year.
is an overrated game.
Ye-
It's over.
all
No, I'm
right,
just
you
kidding.
can eat a dick.
It's
We
actually
can
really
stop this right
good.
now.
No, it's actually really good. I really do like a game. I mean, I'm only like 2 hours in, but dude, it's blown my mind already. The intro just blew my mind. It felt like I was watching a movie, man. I was so immersed into it. It was great. It's a good experience. I can't wait to get further into the game. How far are you in? Did you say?
15 hours. So I have been doing a lot of jacking around, and I put the
Hey,
difficulty to hard because I wanted more of a challenge, and I wanted to feel scared when I'm fighting these robots. What are you playing on?
you're one of those brave souls, huh?
Well,
No, I'm playing on easy.
easy.
No, I'm just kidding.
Better
I'm
not
playing
be.
on normal. I'm playing on normal, man.
Just bump it up to hard. It's not that much more difficult.
Can you actually change the difficulty in mid
You
game?
can, and it won't affect the trophies. So go for it.
Ooh, then I might do it because I mean, from what I've played, I've only fought the very first boss, and he hit me a couple times, but it's not too bad. So I may go ahead and do it in hard, just to give me more of a challenge, get more of that adrenaline rushing through your blood.
Especially whenever
I
you
may do
fight
that.
the larger creatures. Like I won't even tackle the large ass bird yet because that thing's just
Hey,
menacing.
don't spoil nothing for me, all right, man. See, I don't even know of these birds, and now I'm just like the game is ruined for me
Well,
because you just
all
said
right.
that.
I'll take you.
No, I'm just
I'll
kidding.
take your copy then.
No, no, you can't have my copy. In fact, it's actually pretty beautiful, man.
Oh yeah.
I know the people listening to this podcast can't see it, but I'm actually showing Gio right now. It is a nice freaking case and everything. So beautiful. Our book is amazing too, by the way. I really like
So
that.
I just found out where the robots came from.
No, don't
No, I'm
tell
not
me
gonna tell
anything,
you. I'm
man.
just saying I found out where they came from and what happened. Now, and I found out what the title means now. Now I just need to find out what happened, like in the span of that and that.
So wait, how many hours in did it take you to find out? I'm so interested in this.
Well,
It's a good
like I said,
game.
I've been messing around a lot. I've doing some side quests, and really, I just see a herd of robots, and I want to try to, I want to try to take them all down. But I realize that that's stupid because then the longer you fight them, the more buddies come to try to fight you, and then I get overwhelmed and I have to run away like a little bitch.
Gio, have you ever considered that you may be
A little
a
bitch.
little bitch? Nah, I'm just kidding.
I have it. I have been in my life a little bitch, but hey, I'm doing all right now.
Oh, that's freaking gold, man. That is good stuff. Hey, you mind putting that on Instagram?
Oh yeah, just
That is gold. I like
clip out
that. I
that
like
little
that.
section.
No, include everything. Include that part.
But you can only include 60 seconds. So the recent little snippet I put of episode 3, I missed the part where I said I'm flying around the galaxy. And I think you had something else you said after that, but it got cut off because Instagram is stupid and wants to only have a minute.
Dang it, guys! If you haven't listened to the third episode, you should watch it. There's some pretty good stuff in there. Good stuff. But oh man, Horizon though, it is like I was a little skeptical. I accidentally, for the people that are listening to this, I accidentally ordered the collector's edition. I had it pre-ordered through Amazon, and I was going to cancel it to get a digital download, and forgot to cancel my pre-order. So ended up getting this collector's edition physical copy. But actually, I do not regret it one bit now that I actually have it. Like everything about it was beautiful. The box that it came in. There's another box inside of it with some really neat artwork. And then of course for me, Gio, I'm a big fan of like steel cases for my games. I think they're freaking awesome. That and then of course, we're designers and artists. I mean, the art book to me is just the icing on the cake, man. Ugh, perfect. So I don't regret it at all now that I actually have it.
So to answer your
It's such
question
a
on
good game.
how long it took me, I think it was 13 hours in, and I finally uncovered that mystery. But it only led to more questions and answers, which is good.
13 hours in. Oh my. See, I don't know. I'm pretty like skeptical about it. Like I have my ideas of what it could be, but I mean, then again, I don't
Let me know what your
really
idea
know if
is.
I'm right. Okay, but don't tell me if I'm right or
No,
I'm
I won't.
wrong. I mean, this is probably the most stupidest and most
Because I
cliche
didn't
thing.
know, and I didn't want to come up with anything. I just wanted them to tell me. But what did you think?
Well, it may be like the most stupidest or cliche thing. I mean, it's probably what's expected, for someone to think of. But I mean, from the beginning of the game, whenever you're, as a young child and you end up in the, I don't know what they call it, but you're not supposed to be down there. Once you get your
Maybe
little, I don't even
spoilers.
know what they. maybe spoilers, guys, but you get this thing that helps you with technology. I don't want to spoil too much, but to me, it seems like maybe there was at one point a really intelligent civilization that somehow screwed everything up and maybe created these creatures, and now everything has gone to shits. Now, that may be wrong. I mean, that sounds super cliche. It's something that would be expected, but that's kind of the vibe that I got within the first hour of the game. So it's probably stupid, but
I don't
I
think
don't know.
it's that cliche. Um, I won't confirm or deny anything you've said, but okay, if that's what you think,
You like what I had to say
I
though?
won't confirm or deny anything.
But you can say if you liked it or not. Like, I mean, go back to your first hour of the experience. I mean, would you agree with me?
Yes, but I also didn't know where the damn things came from. Like, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
we made
Well,
them.
and see, I have like episode one on my channel, like the Let's Play, and I think in that video, I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, and I say it too on camera. Like, can these mechanical animals can they reproduce, or is someone making them? Are they still making them?
That gets
I mean, it'd
answered.
be really okay, good. Because I mean, I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, mechanical creatures can't reproduce, so what the hell's going on? Someone has to be making these things.
Also, remember
But
it's set 1,000 years in the future, and I've been reading. Uh,
cool. I was actually going to ask you that because I have not figured it out yet, and I wanted to know. So it's 1,000 years in the
it
future.
says so on the back of the box, so it's not spoilers.
Oh, holy crap! I didn't even look at the back of the box. Damn it! Oh well, my box is different.
Well, yeah, it says in there, so it's not a spoiler. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's set in the year 3000 because the audio and the text um, messages all come from like 2060, so sometime after ours.
Oh, very cool. Well, I mean, dude, that game has just. I'm telling you, man, that first hour it felt like a freaking movie, and I love movies, Gio. I really do. Like, I get really immersed into them. Well, if they're good, but I like it. Like in I was honestly impressed too with the graphics. I don't think I've seen a PS4 game look that good and run so smooth. I
Uncharted.
think it's only I think it's only 30 frames. Well, yeah, Uncharted. I mean, Uncharted always looks good. But I mean, hardly any other games look that freaking amazing, man. Like, looking at the cutscenes in the game and also like the actual live gameplay, it's crazy how good it looks. I'm just like, wow, a PS4 game can look this freaking
Why
amazing.
do you care so much?
I think it's so
It
beautiful.
is beautiful.
Like, I honestly thought, I was like, Final Fantasy 15 looks dope, and it does look
It does
good.
look
But
beautiful.
I think Horizon Dawn or Zero Dawn looks better, man.
Yes, I agree.
And I mean, I don't know, maybe just everything about it, but like the color schemes and everything, like that, those warm color palettes, dude, they're freaking beautiful. Those reds, those oranges, they just really pop out.
I also love the sound that the robot animals make. It's very menacing and cool.
I don't think I've listened to too much of that. I mean, I've only encountered a couple of
But when
creatures.
they're pissed off and trying to kill you, then they, yeah, they sound cool.
You know what else is cool? What I like about the game is that this podcast is turning all into Horizon Zero Dawn.
That might actually just be
what
the
I,
title of the first topic.
that'll be fine. But a thing I do like about Horizon Zero Dawn is actually the skill tree. I think it's interesting. It's like you pick these certain abilities that you want, and you get to execute them, and gives you different options. Like, I think some are for like scavenging or for loot. Others are like, for example, spoiler alert. I don't know if it's really spoilers, but one of the first abilities I got was the basically time slows down as you're either jumping or sliding. I think that's really freaking
You know,
badass, dude. It's really, to me, it's
you can
cinematic.
double that time eventually.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, I don't know. I think the skill trees, I think everything about the game was really well executed, man. I'm getting excited just talking about it. I'm like, damn, I need to play this game again.
You should play it tonight.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I want to go ahead and put this up on the channel, so I may wait till tomorrow to go ahead and play it.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
have
right.
episode 2 already recorded. I just need to do episode 3. Well, I actually need to render episode 2 as well, but God, man, this game, it has exceeded my expectations. Like I knew it was gonna be good, just didn't know it was gonna be this good.
Uh,
I'm only 2 hours in.
I'll just wait till you find out things. But I still just have questions also.
Do you think that's good for the game? I mean, to
Yes.
me, is like the mystery was so intriguing. I was just like, what the hell's going on, man? And it keeps me wondering, it keeps me going. And it for me, it's like really hard to get into these games that have actual like I keep calling them campaigns. I mean, it may be considered something else, but it's really hard for me to play games with an actual story unless it keeps me intrigued the whole time. Guys, Gio's tired.
Sorry.
He's yawning.
Sorry.
I'm boring him. It's okay. I understand it. It is a little late. It's actually 11:24 p.m. here, guys. In case you're wondering, at the time of this video or audio, wherever you're listening to it.
I think they mostly do audio, which is fine. Get those views up.
Yeah, get all kinds of views, man. We're gonna use Horizon Zero Dawn to rake up all the views, man. It's gonna be in the title. It's gonna be the thumbnail. That's this whole podcast.
Yeah, it's going up. It'll go up a week after the game's out, so it'll still be
let's
relevant.
uh, let's go ahead and just turn into a Horizon Zero Dawn channel, man. Just post strictly content. There's probably honestly some channels
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's true. Okay.
So overall, wait, before we go on, I want to ask you, first impressions of the game. If you were to go ahead and rate it, what would you give it? 1 out of 5.
Oh, definitely 5. Like, there's no question.
First impressions, you'd give it a 5. After like maybe 1 or 2 hours of gameplay, you'd give it a 5.
Well, yeah. Duh.
Is there a reason why you're just?
That's freaking amazing.
But why is it amazing to you? What do you like? I
I
explained
like,
everything
you
to
know what?
you.
Using a bow and arrow is so good in this game, and I don't like using bows and arrows in any game, but it's nice here.
So do you say that because is it a nice change from maybe like some sort of
Yeah, it's a nice
gun
change. I
or
mean, I
a
still like
pistol?
guns, but it's just an arrow, and it's a deadly arrow, so that's cool.
I agree. I think the bow and arrow it's definitely a nice touch, and it makes it kind of I want to say traditional in a way, but it just seems a little more archaic, and I like that. But I mean, I don't know. I gave you a lot of reasons why I like the game. I was just interested in knowing why
Well,
you
I already
like it.
told you because there's a mystery on like where these damn things come from. Well, we kind of know who they came from, but like, why are they there?
You know where they
That's
came from.
that's
I
the
did.
thing that you don't know yet. I know why they're there. You don't yet.
I will find out soon.
In like 10 hours, I think.
In 10 hours? Oh my
Well,
god.
if you do like want to level yourself up so you're not, dying, then yeah,
Under leveled.
probably 10 hours.
Yeah, I think the next part of the game I'm at is about I forget what it's called, the proving or something.
Oh,
So
okay. So you haven't done the proving.
not yet. I'm getting to it. All right.
Okay.
I just learned how to make fire arrows, bro, and kill the first boss. Come on.
Dude, I want to know how to make electric and the ice arrows. I haven't got there yet.
I didn't even know you could do that, but that's
I think you
awesome.
can, because we're collecting, blaze and the freeze elements.
True. True. Well, it'll definitely be interesting, but yeah, you know what? Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a must buy. Screw all the people that say don't buy it and say that it sucks. It's good. Go out and get it. Not a paid promotion. This is just our honest feedback from the game. Right, Gio? We're not being paid to say this, right?
I mean, I'm wearing a PlayStation beanie, so that might be a little weird.
Why are you promoting this stuff, bro? No, I'm just
Because I
kidding.
love PlayStation and Nintendo
So, yeah, I
and
agree.
Xbox. Although I'm late to the Xbox train.
You plan on getting a Switch?
Uh, yeah, probably like after August, whenever all my vacations are done, and I'll save up money to get a Switch.
A Switch, man. I really do want to get one. A bit of skeptical because just it's Nintendo. I really don't play very much Nintendo games, but man, that Zelda. I'll tell you what, man, that thing looks good too. And I've heard all the reviews. Most of them are 10 out of 10. I think the lowest one that I had heard was like a 9, which that's all. That's crazy, man. Like really high ratings.
I mean, I could get on Wii U, but I hear the Switch version's better, so Switch version it is one day.
Yeah, I mean, why get the why get the Wii U version whenever you can get this upgraded one? I mean, I'd rather
Because I don't have to
if you're
buy
gonna buy this
$300, I
game,
can just pay in $64 instead.
yeah, man. But it's a Switch. It's next gen, bro. You gotta upgrade. You can't be stuck in the past.
Stuck in the past. Hey, this is the first time in my life that I've been able to have all three damn consoles in one. And now,
What?
today, I'm behind again because the Switch is out.
Yes, you're behind again. See, technology moves so freaking fast. We have to keep up with the times, Gio.
My foot's gonna keep up with something.
Well, the good thing about like these consoles is that they last. They stay for years. Unlike a PC, you constantly have to keep upgrading. It's kind of bullshit, but I mean, it's just the way life is. But consoles, pretty good investment. You'll have them for a good amount of years. I mean, how long did it take for the PlayStation 4 to be released? It
Mm,
was like 7 years, maybe 10. I don't know, something around there.
yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, so consoles pretty good. But Switch, I think I'm gonna get it. Not soon, but I will. For Zelda mainly.
If I won't get it this year, then like early next year, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. How much are they? Like $300, you said?
Is it 300? Yeah, it's 300.
Dude, that's not bad at all. That's actually a good price.
Yeah,
That's actually a really good
yeah. I paid
price.
more for my Xbox One in 2015, $432.
God, man, the Xbox One, such a disappointment.
Yeah,
Such a
dude, it's my
disappointment.
Skyrim and 360 machine right now.
That's all you play on it, right?
Yeah, up until a week ago.
Yeah. So all the Xbox fans out there, I am so sorry, but Xbox was just a huge disappointment and it still continues to be. I think they need to do something that's going to be, I wouldn't say revolutionary, but something to change up the game if they want to keep up with PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying a Scorpio. I'm happy with this thing over here.
Yeah. No, honestly, I don't even think the Scorpio would be worth it. I mean, yeah, it could be a lot more powerful than the PlayStation, but is it going to have the good games, though? You know?
That's the $1,000,000 question.
Exactly. I mean, why would you spend so much money on a machine that you're probably just going to use it for Netflix? I actually have a friend, and we were talking about it earlier today. We have a friend that buys, he has a PlayStation 4. I think he had like a Xbox and a Wii. I kid you not, he does not use any of this. All he uses it is for Netflix. I'm just like, you just bought like a $300 or $400 console just to watch Netflix. What the
Might
hell?
as well get himself a Roku.
Exactly, but no, he just bought the Nintendo Switch. He's told me that Zelda's amazing, but I'm pretty sure that Switch is gonna turn into like a Netflix thing. So
Netflix on Switch.
yeah, yeah, Netflix on Switch. I hate that, man. Like, come on, man. It's a gaming console. Come on, for frick's sakes, man. Like, use it for what it's intended to be. He may be listening to this. If he is, shout out.
Who is it?
I can't say, man. I'm not obligated.
Was he at the meeting on Monday?
No, no, no. It's not. He's not a
Okay.
designer.
All right, then. It doesn't matter.
Damn, just like that, Gio. Dang, Gio's a savage. Oh my god.
No, I don't know who he is. If he's listening, sorry. You better
Gio
play
has
some games
no.
on that though, or we're gonna have some problems.
Gio has no feelings or emotions, guys. He's ruthless.
Ruthless. Okay,
You should see. You should see what he says behind closed doors.
I'll say it.
It's pretty intense.
I'll say it right now. Continuing our not topic of overrated games, I think Overwatch is slightly overrated, and I don't.
It is not overrated.
It should not have got Game of the Year. I'm sorry.
It is not overrated, Gio. Have you played Overwatch?
No, I haven't. That's a problem.
You need to play Overwatch, man. It is honestly a really good game. Now, people like to talk crap on it just because it's all strictly multiplayer and it's the same thing every time. Dude, it's honestly one of the best games that I have played, and it's really enjoyable, especially with friends. It's actually a game that I can even play multiplayer by myself. Like, it's that good.
Sorry, I'm just salty that it did get Game of the Year, and I don't think it should have. But whatever.
Well, I mean, I can kind of see your point there, but
Whatever.
doesn't change the fact that it's a good
I'm
game.
just saying, Inside should have got it because that actually
Inside.
was meaningful and made you think deeply about things. So I'm just saying, go ahead and play your little stupid shooter.
So I still haven't played Inside. I mean, I do have it now on the PlayStation. I'm going to be playing it here pretty soon. So I'll let you know my
It's
thoughts
like
on
3
that.
hours, man. Come
But
on.
but I mean that's the case with honestly like most competitions or stuff with awards. They choose a lot of trendy things instead of something that has a lot more meaning to it, which is kind of bullshit. But I'm gonna go ahead and back up Overwatch on this and say Overwatch is a really good game.
It probably is a good game. I said I think it's slightly overrated. I didn't say it was bad. Probably is really fun, but slightly overrated. Just a little bit.
Honestly, you know what? I think that you would. I think you would like the
I'm pretty
game.
sure I would.
Honestly,
I mean, I've seen my friends play, and it does look fun.
what I like about it is that like it has a variety of characters to choose from. You're not just stuck with like this one person. I mean, you called it a shooter. I mean, generally it is what it that is what it is. But the fact that there's so much variety in the game makes it unique. I mean, for freak's sake, you can be a healer, you can be a tank. Each character has their own abilities, and for the most part, I think each character is well balanced. With one character, you can counter another one with your ultimate. I think it's a really well done game, and if they won Game of the Year, then bravo to them. That's freaking awesome. They put out something that's really good.
Yeah. Inside should have got it though. Hey,
Shut up, Gio.
next topic though.
What's this next topic,
Uh,
man?
so
We're done talking
for
about
the
games, guys,
listeners at
because Gio's
home,
upset.
Marco didn't do his homework and didn't watch this video that I needed him to watch. But he got the gist of it. Well, he got just a hint of it, but I want to talk about how creativity is dangerous to
Creativity.
how creativity is dangerous.
It's not dangerous. Dude, art is like a hobby and it's so fun. I'm just kidding. Please don't put that in this podcast. I will get murdered
No,
by
I'm leaving it.
all the professors in college. Not
Marcus. I hope he's listening and
I know.
yucking it up at whatever hour he's listening this to.
Right? I'm gonna tell him to watch this episode specifically. I'm gonna tell him we ramble on about games for a good 30 minutes, and then we get to design.
We get to the art.
Yes.
So in this video that you should have watched, which you'll watch eventually, Mr. Victore talks about the idea that creativity is dangerous, and he
Well, first can you tell the audience? I mean, some of them may not be designers. Can you tell them who he is?
no, they get nothing.
No. You have to, man. You can't just expect them to know.
I don't expect them nothing. They get nothing. Zip, nada. No, he's a designer based out of Austin, and he's like a how do you say? How do you
He's anti-Semitic. No, I'm just
how
kidding.
do you say this, Marco?
I'm just playing.
He is like a design visionary, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And
Good deal. I like where you're going.
this video, it was the start of his new series of videos. He's gonna write a book about this, so that'll be cool. Basically, that
Boy, better design it too.
we are, at least us as designers, are seen as visionaries and as guides among the normies. Let me ask you this: You ever been called weird in school?
Oh, plenty of times.
And so he goes,
But I don't think I've been called weird in a bad way though.
so he goes on this thing about weird and like where that comes from, and he uses the example of who would you think would be weird in like the tribe, which would be the shaman, the healer, and he was weird, and like weird in creative ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then he goes on to talk about what's that car's name? DeLorean, the DeLorean car.
The DeLorean. Back to the Future.
Yeah. And how the designers and the engineers, they were actually creative when they were making this car. It eventually became the GTO. They put this powerful engine in this car at a time when they were making like family friendly cars, and they did so that went against their higher ups. So like their higher ups didn't want any kind of experimentation, just wanted like cookie cutter things that would just please the masses and not make beautiful cars and things that were great and amazing. So they did it, and this car became the GTO. and so that was that was dangerous. Their creativity was dangerous because they went against just being normal and average and safe, and they went ahead and did something great. And so that's why, that yeah, creativity is dangerous. Not to us, we love it, but to other people, it is because it's something unknown that they're like, oh, look at them, oh, look at those crazy kids over there with their MacBook Pros and their illustrators and Photoshops, and all they do is make
And their
and their
coffee. No.
coffee. All they do is make pictures. You know, like I can do that. Can you? Can you really? Can you really make something out of nothing? Can you pull it out of your ass or your head and make it into some good ass work?
Hmm. I see where you're going with this. Um, you know what? I definitely do agree with you. In fact, it's funny that you say that. Have you seen Abstract? Abstract on Netflix?
No, I need to, and Marcus shared it, and I need to see it.
Yes. So to all the designers or creative people out there, just anyone who's really just has an interest in art or design, watch Abstract on Netflix. Again, not a paid promotion, but there's like this specific episode that I remember watching. I think it's one of the first ones. It's basically a designer. He's a shoe designer for Nike, and he goes on about telling what he's the work that he's done before. And I don't know if it was the Air Max that was made, but anyways, basically, no one had ever seen a shoe like this, and they decided to go ahead and take the risk and put it out there, and it actually was a huge success and brought the company back up, because I think at one point they were losing to, I think it was Skechers,
Ill.
at the point where it was like all really like weird retro colors, I guess, but they were losing to them, and this shoe actually brought them back into the game. So they took this crazy idea, made it actually real, and people freaking bought into it and enjoyed the shoe. So yeah, I mean, creativity is dangerous. It's either going to go ahead and flop, or it's going to work. It's like it's the unknown. But I don't know. I feel like creativity is a must. And like you were saying, people think that oh, I can do that. No, no, not everyone can, because creativity is. I'm not saying that it's you don't have to be born with it, but it takes a creative person or a professional to be able to go ahead and do the work. I mean, yeah, someone can be like, yeah, I can do this in Photoshop. Someone can know how to work it, but that doesn't mean you know how to design. That doesn't mean you're creative. You just know how to work the software. Knowing the software is not going to make you a good artist or a good designer. And I think that's where people fail to understand. Just because they think that they know something, they think that they can do it, but that's not the case.
Also, I don't think it's respected as much as it should be. Maybe that's just because where we live. I don't know. I feel like it isn't respected as much as it needs to be, but that's a topic
No,
for
it's
another
it's
day.
really it's really not. I mean, I've had several people come up to me, and some of them even that have quite a bit of money to throw around, and ask me for design work. And whenever I give them my quote, they think it's too expensive. Now, I mean, I don't know about other designers, but I mean, I have a degree in it, an associate's. I'm working on a bachelor's. I'd like to say that for the most part, I know what I'm doing, and I know that I can make someone stand out from the crowd. But I've had several people come up to me and ask for my work. When I give them my quote, they shy away from it just because they think like, oh, it's like this isn't real work. It's just you're just doodling pictures and stuff. No, that's not the case, man. People need to start taking it more seriously. I think once people take design seriously and pay for good services, their business and brand will go up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe people just don't want to invest in their business or take it too serious. Pisses me off, but now I'm just like, if someone tells me, yeah, you know what, I'll hit you up later. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna be one of my
Yeah.
clients. You're not my
You ain't
client.
gonna
No,
do hitting on nothing,
no, I'm not.
actually.
I'm not gonna do work for you. Go somewhere else. Oh, one thing that does piss me off too. I actually, we have a design group, guys, that we're starting to meet up now about once a month. Um, some of our buddies in there. I mean, we're all designers, but one of them actually told me today that he was at a local coffee shop in our town, and he had overheard two older men talking, probably in their late 40s or early 50s. And one of them was explaining to the other that there's this website where you can literally pay $5 for any design service, such as a logo. And he was like, yeah, you can get a logo for $5, and the crazy thing is that you can even get a brochure for $5. And to me, I'm just like, wow, man, that's devaluing us as designers and artists. Like, it's such bullshit that there's actual websites that allow that kind of crap. And honestly, I mean, if you ever used one of these websites, your work is not going to be original at all. It's stolen work, honestly, guys. So
Ooh.
just putting that out there in case you ever need any design work. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably bullshit. That's all I have to say. uh, what do you think?
No, I'm just kidding. I just want to leave a long silence there. I'll cut that out.
You asshole.
Um, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, get this for $5. Okay, yeah, see how that works out for you. Um,
Mm-mm.
I had you watch at the 10-minute mark. What did you think of his comment
Yes.
about being a juror for that school?
In the video, guys, um, Victore goes on to saying that he participated to be a judge in one of these schools that he went and talked to. And literally, the highest that he could rate any piece of work out of a 10 was a 5. And I don't blame him. I mean, I think you have to be real. I think when teachers actually call you out on this kind of crap, it sucks, but it's necessary. I wouldn't want someone to sit there and lie to me and tell me, yeah, it's good. Because when I go out to the workforce or, to the work field, I'm probably going to suck. So I need to hear actual criticism. So if my work is not good, I like to hear that it's not good and how I can improve it. So I think him being honest with everyone, I mean, I'm sure some of them got their feelings hurt, but I think it's needed, especially to learn. I mean, you got to have thick skin too in the design field and art field. So I think what he did was actually justified and it makes
I like
sense.
what he said though, because he said that it looks like it came out of a large, successful, but mediocre design studio, and he said it was boring. That it may have looked cool, I guess, and trendy, but it was boring. And I really took that to heart because if you see a lot of his work, it does look uh, not clean, and not clean as in like amazing, like not clean as in aesthetic wise. It has a handmade quality to it. You can tell that someone's touched it. And you can see like
Mm-hmm.
emotion and things in it. That's what he's aiming for, and I like that. I don't want like clean everything all the time.
Yeah, no, no, I completely understand. In fact, one of our instructors has a kind of messy style to it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Perez. His is really weird and funky, but it does have a handmade feeling to it
That's
too.
a project of
But
being
I know,
from WT, that because we all went there.
yeah, I mean, I think whenever it's hands on, it is definitely a lot more personal. I mean, yeah, their design could have been really good over there at that school, but it just wasn't engaging, you know? I don't blame him for what he said. I mean, I would honestly want to hear the truth at any moment. And I hope those students took it to heart and actually took his advice that he had to say.
Did you take the advice that Mr. M has to say?
Mr. M, are you talking about
Yeah.
Marcus? Oh man, I take his advice all the time. Me and him sometimes, chat for a good 20 minutes and stuff when it's just us two in the classroom. It's funny because like he always tells us about, he had these students before that would stay in his classroom and work their ass off while everyone left, would go get coffee and basically bullshit around. I feel like for the most part, I mean, sometimes I do leave early, but I try to stay there the whole time or I even stay later. I cannot tell you, on Thursday last week, I actually, I go from class, or actually not Thursday, I'm sorry, Wednesday. I'm at school from 9 to 7 p.m., 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
No, thank you.
I worked from 9 a.m. to about 12:45 p.m. without any breaks. And then I had class again at around 1 o'clock. After that class, I did some more work for another project I had to work on. So I was working that entire day. I worked my ass off that day. And honestly, a lot of the people in the classroom, I mean, most of them just leave as soon as they get the project details. I'm just like, damn, dude, like I don't even know how they get their work done. Now I'm not calling them out on. I mean, they may do it at home or whatever, but
You know damn well you're
not a lot
calling
of
them out.
people. Yeah, you know what? I probably am. But I feel like if they were to stay in the classroom, they would get a lot more out of it.
Yeah, just be
And
engaged
I
and
feel
immerse yourself so much in that. Man, like, dude, I actually kind of miss art school now.
it's important, man. It's important to
Yeah,
be in the classroom. Even after you get your project details, man, start working on your stuff. Even that too, or just like, ask for feedback, not only from your instructor, but also from other students.
fellow
The
classmates.
other day, yeah, the other day, there's this kid that sits in front of me. I'm not going to say his name, but, he's working on some advertisement, which was very boring, honestly. His design was boring as
Got
shit.
him.
It was a picture it was just a picture and some text and a logo added to it. Like it had no design whatsoever. And I told him I was like, "Hey, if this is or if this is an ad that you're doing, don't do it landscape, go for portrait." I gave him some feedback. I told him, try this, try that, honestly, honestly by the end of the maybe 20 minutes that I helped him out, that thing was starting to look a lot better.
Good.
And I mean, he didn't ask for help. I just told him, "Hey, like you should try doing this," because I feel like I should help my classmates just because for the most part, I am way more advanced than probably anyone in that. And I mean, it makes me sound like an
Watch out, I
asshole.
got a badass
It
over
does.
here.
And it's funny because Gio says that I think that I'm the best one. I don't think I'm the best, but I know that I'm more advanced than a lot of the people in there. And I feel like I need to kind of start to step in and help these people because I mean they need it. I'm not gonna have them go out once they graduate to the workforce and just suck ass. Like I want them to learn. I want them to get better. Basically, I want competition. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
And I want those people to also help me out. Teach me something that I don't know.
oh,
So I don't know. It makes me sound like an asshole, but that's just how I feel.
I'm glad you're stepping into a leadership type role. I wish I would have done that more when I was over there, but that's all right. You can do it. And
Yeah, I
I've been
mean,
to the ropes,
honestly,
and I can tell
like
you what's up.
to make me not sound as much as an asshole as I sound right now, I honestly would have to say that there is potential in there. There is. There's room to grow. I think they just need to start taking it serious, need to take the advice that our instructor gives them, and also ask for help from other students in the classroom. And also to spend more time there too.
Yeah, that's very important, man. It's easy to just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go home," but we
Oh,
already
Starbucks
we know
time.
what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. We know what's gonna happen. You're gonna sit on
Yeah,
the
you're going to take a
couch. You're
nap.
gonna push the little button. The PS4 is gonna turn on, and then 5 hours later, you're still watching YouTube videos.
Exactly. And let me tell you this too. There's this artist that lives in our town, guys. She goes by Stephanie Zhang. Amazing artist. She was actually one of my drawing instructors at my community college. She is amazing. I recently had to interview her for a paper that I was writing. And one thing that really stuck out to me the most is what she had told me. She said that if she could go back to her college days, that she would take it more serious because she knows that there's a lot of more things, or there's a lot more that she could have learned from her instructors. But she says as a student, she was lazy. And I mean, just like all students, I mean, honestly, all students are really lazy.
Heard that?
And now that I think about it, I'm just like, man, there's a lot of stuff that I could have learned from my other instructors in my community college as well. And now I'm trying to take advantage of that at the university that I'm in. But I think that's very important, man. I think that we should all take it seriously because there is so much to learn from everyone at that school.
Yeah, and then you get to a point where uh, you can have this creativity is dangerous mentality, and you can be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my opinion on this, and let's see what happens. James Victoria is gonna go over that with you. Maybe if you become a patron, you Marco, you can get the other videos, and it's good stuff, really good stuff.
Oh yeah, and I've heard nothing but good things about him. I think I even heard about him a couple years back, and our community college. I remember our instructor Derek talking about him, and he showed us actually one of his videos at one point. And I mean, yeah, I mean, he has really good things to say. I
Do it. $5 a
think
month,
it's
you can do it.
well, it's not bad at all. $5 a month, that's pretty
Well,
good.
that's what I give. I think
Well,
$1 does give you the video access. I'm not sure. You have to look it up. It's either
mhm.
1 or 5.
Well, that's good for him, man. That's good for him. He's out there doing his thing. He's giving great advice, and I mean, it's definitely worth the money, especially if it's just $1. Like, wow, that's cheap, man. That's cheap.
Yeah. Why do you think? Well, why do you think I just sent it to you? Because I needed you to watch it twice, 2 separate occasions, and you didn't do it.
Sorry,
But
sorry.
that's why I needed to show you this, and I showed Marcus as well because he became a patron subscriber too, which is good.
He has, yes.
It's nice to see Marcus become this kind of a. The way he used to say it was he's a cheerleader, and I'm glad he's kind of taking that off and starting to be like hardcore Marcus. Like I want to see hardcore Marcus.
Oh man, he calls people out on their bullshit now, man. Like I've seen it a couple times this
Not that he
semester.
didn't do it before. I'm pretty sure he did, but I didn't see it. But I'm glad that you said he's doing it to other people. I wish he would have done it to
Yeah, I mean,
me. I could have needed it too.
like yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's needed, man. Like if he ever called me out on something, I'd be like, well, shit, like I must be doing something wrong. And like it goes back to me saying like I feel like I'm one of the most advanced people there. But if he called me out on something, I'd be like, holy crap, I need to fix my life.
Okay, I take that back. He did call me out on something when he told me to start over. When he's like, "All right, Gio, start over." Just point blank, start over.
Well, sometimes you do have to start over. Maybe I mean I'm pretty sure it was good, solid advice that he told you to do
Yeah, I'll
that.
show you the before and
But
after
some
of that little thing.
okay, yeah, no, but that's actually good because some people honestly get too stuck on one thing that they're working on when I mean when starting over would be just the best solution.
Ooh,
So
it was the best solution, man. The first thing was bad. I'm sorry, Marcus. It was bad.
sorry, Marcus. Gio apologizes, and I apologize if I've done some shitty stuff.
Apologize 2 years later.
Dang, 2 years later, man, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, creativity definitely a dangerous thing, but I'm glad he said that, and I'm honestly starting to become a lot more loose as far as my work and my sketches. I'm starting to not try to be as clean and I guess trendy. I think most of that is probably just because I've started to think a lot about my work and especially the type of projects we do at my university at WT. I've kind of start to let loose, and I'm more of a. I came from an art background, fine arts, so like drawing and figure drawing, realism, stuff like that. So for me, graphic design was actually really hard at first, and now it's starting to finally get to the point where I don't think I'll ever be satisfied with my work, but it's starting to get better. And now I'm just like, if something looks like shit, I mean, it looks like shit. I mean, my sketchbook, there's this page that I really enjoy. You've probably seen it on Instagram, and you guys can check it out too at Marco A. Valdez. There's like this cactus with like a mountain background and like an alien spaceship and all this other stuff. And I really enjoyed that page. And I'm just like, that's me letting loose. Like, I want to illustrate that. I want to make that into something. And I probably will. So,
I really want to see your early GD work.
I don't even have that anymore. It's in some flash drive that I don't even know where the hell it's at. But
Oh,
it was really bad. It was really
I'll show
bad.
you mine. I'll even show you beginning computer art 2 stuff to the final result because it's just like I can't wait to get to that class, man. You're
God.
gonna have so much fun, and you're gonna rip you a new one.
I'm looking forward to it, man. That's the only way to learn. It's the only way to learn.
And,
Yet again, I'll probably still be one of the most advanced people in that class. God, I'm such a
man, I
douche.
can't wait to
I'm
you.
such a douche.
It's just gonna knock you down, man, just like with a hammer.
I'll probably want to quit, but that's okay. I want to quit right now, but I know that I can't.
Well, you want to quit because you're too damn busy and you're there for a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I am really busy. Spend a lot of my time at work and at school, but I keep telling myself it's gonna pay off.
I want to go back to
You know?
something that I said earlier. Was did they ever call you weird? And I was called weird as a kid. Like I don't know when I figured it out, but early on, I knew this. Like I'm not like other kids. I'm an introvert. I just want to keep to myself. I make friends. I'm really weird with them at first, and then I kind of just mellow out. And were you ever bullied?
Was I ever bullied?
Yeah.
I think once in like fourth or fifth grade. Um, Other than that, not really. I mean, there's a lot of people that didn't like me later in the years. I don't know for what reason, but I think fourth and fifth grade, maybe once or twice. But luckily enough, I had a lot of good friends that had my back,
Oh,
so
well,
that worked
me
out.
being a weirdo, I had little friends to some friends.
Oh, okay.
It's
Don't tell me you were bullied, huh?
I wasn't like hardcore bullied, but I was like kind of bullied. And then at sixth grade, I, for some stupid reason, felt the need to bully someone else for a little
Are you
bit.
serious, Gio?
Hey, man.
You were a
All right,
bully. Oh my
story
god.
time, children. So, sixth grade, there was this kid, and he was skinnier than me, if you could believe it, and I'm a pretty skinny dude.
He's a pretty skinny guy.
And,
If he turns to his side, he
oh,
disappears.
damn, where did Gio go?
That's a good one. You know it's a good one. See, it made him laugh,
I made
guys.
myself laugh. This is so stupid. Anyways, me and my friend at the time, we, I don't know, we wanted to bully this kid. Why? Because he was weaker than me, and he was nerdier than me, and he looks,
God.
this is gonna sound bad, he looks stupider than me.
Oh my God, Gio.
I can't
Please
say it with a
stop.
straight face. Okay, so
You're a horrible
at
person.
Horseman, you know, there's stairs and outside, and he was sitting at the base of the stairs, but on the side. Me and my friend were walked out the doors. I looked over the rail, and he was there. And I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna spit on him." This is
Oh,
so
Gio,
bad.
come on. Are you
This
serious?
is
Are
really
you
bad.
serious?
Anyway, I do it. I spit on him. Terrible thing. Don't ever do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you apologize?
I think I did.
I hope you did. If not, you're like literally an asshole.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about it. Anyways, he tells, you know, an advisor, and I get in trouble. And that was my first time in ISS. And I'll tell you what, Marco, have you ever thought that time went by so slow you just wanted to kill yourself because it didn't move? The clock did not move. That time,
I don't think I've ever wanted to kill myself,
the
but
time in
I mean,
ISS
the time has gone by slow.
with the meanest ISS teacher. Like, imagine the sassiest black woman, the most attitude driven black woman, the iron fist of black women controlling that classroom. The time went by so slow, Marco. I thought I was gonna die in there. Cause like I looked at the clock and it just didn't move.
Probably just a little part of you died inside.
Anyway,
You're rotting from the
I
inside.
learned my lesson after that to not bully because do you remember Static Shock? Do you
Yes.
remember the episode where he
Oh,
brings a gun?
that's an old cartoon,
Remember
bro.
the episode
That's an
where
old
his
cartoon.
blonde friend brings a gun to school? No, the kid that's getting bullied brings a gun to school. Do you remember that episode?
I don't. It's been so
Look
long.
at the scene online on YouTube. It's freaking harrowing. Anyways, he brings the kid that's getting bullied brings a gun to school, and you know he's like, "Oh, now it might turn to a school shooting because he's been has so much stress mentally, and being pushed around." And so he brings the gun, and Static Shock's friend, the blondie, his best friend, he tries to calm him down, right? And then he gets shot in the leg, I think, because he gets tackled. The guy with the gun gets tackled, but he pulls the trigger and it shoots Static Shock's friend in the leg. So the whole situation was calmed down. But I was watching that, and my other friend at the time said to my dad, "Hey, Giovanni's bullying someone right now, right?" And after I just watched this episode with my dad like chewed me out and was like, "You can't do this because consequences like this will happen and all these things." And after that, I stopped.
Good, man. I'm glad you did because, man, it makes me angry seeing that kind of stuff.
Oh, of
I
course,
don't.
like I did it because what does a bully think? Oh, this guy's weaker than me. I can control him. And I did it because I myself was bullied. So it was this dumb cycle that I'm glad I could break very early on.
Can't imagine you as a bully. I really
Well, it
can't.
wasn't even that long, like maybe a week, I think. But man, karma, karma comes back to you hardcore.
I imagine myself more of a bully than you.
Oh yeah.
I've been a bully on YouTube before, right?
Oh yeah.
I get called out on that shit, man. Like, I have so many like comments like against me over my opinions on other YouTubers, and it's hilarious, but people take it really serious.
So like,
I don't know if it makes me a bully, but if you're interested in seeing those videos, they're on my channel. So
so yeah, that's just like I don't know, dude. I was always a weirdo, and when I went to Louisiana, 'cause I had to move there for 9 months. I did not enjoy my time there. My only friend ended up betraying me and not wanting to be friends with me anymore. And man, Louisiana, those are some dark days. Like you talk about lonely, like I was lonely. Like nobody wanted to talk from this weirdo from Texas. Like, nobody.
it is
It
Louisiana,
was.
man. You know,
Uh,
people in Louisiana aren't too friendly.
I mean, I guess, but no. Well, all right.
Well, that sounds kind of douchey. You know what, guys? If you're from Louisiana, forget I said that. Oh my
Other
god,
story
I'm
time
so bad.
about Louisiana. So there was this kid going back to being bullied. Okay, so I was bullied again. This kid in first grade, I was in third grade, was a bully. He was shorter than pretty much everyone, but he just had this kind of like voice, and it was an annoying voice, but like he could control people that were older than him, and it was very weird and scary. And he would always, when we took the bus home, he would always want the very first seat next to the door. That was his seat. If anyone else was in that seat, he would kick him out. So one time, I
Damn.
got to the bus early before he did. I sat in his seat. What did he do when he came? He's like, "Hey, you can get out of my seat." We started cussing at each other. We're like, I'm in third grade. He's in first grade or second grade. I think it's first. And like, he successfully bullied me out of that seat to the back of the bus, like freaking civil rights thing.
Jesus, man. I wonder where he's at in life right now.
I don't even want to know. Anyways, we have this banter. We cussing at each other. Eventually, I go to the back, and this girl, I never forget her name or her face, and I wish I had her last name because I would love to thank her for what she did. She stood up to that little bastard and called him out and chewed him out. So it flipped. He was getting chewed out by a girl. And you know, when we were kids, that was a big thing. It's like, you got told off by a girl. That's a
Mm-hmm.
big thing.
Definitely.
And her name was Jessica. And I still have her face in my mind. I wish I knew her last name so I can thank her. Because that was like, she became my friend because she stood up for the weak. And I know that sucks because I was in sixth grade when I bullied that. So it's like the lesson worked and it
You
didn't work,
hypocrite.
but it
You hypocrite.
it worked again, right? I know I sound like a hypocrite. It eventually worked, and yeah, I'm a weirdo and I'm proud of it. I don't give a damn.
Well, at least you embrace it, Gio. I don't know if I would consider myself a weirdo. Maybe other people may think that. People actually think I'm weird because I have a gaming channel on YouTube, like actual people that I know.
Dude, any artist
But
is
I don't
weird.
really care. True.
Like,
We're weird in our own
dude, think
way.
about it. We're heavy right brain thinkers, so I mean, think about it. Like weird ass people, they're the creative people, no matter what. Because we do things that are not normal. We make images that are not normal.
That is true.
So
I agree.
you're weird whether you like it or not.
I embrace it.
I accept
The
your
weirdness
weirdness.
is coming. That sounds weird, Gio. Please stop.
Before we end off, I want to know what's one thing you remember being a dumbass kid.
One thing I remember. How old do I have to be?
It doesn't matter, like any kind of dumb thing you did as a kid.
I keep thinking back to like I did a lot of dumb crap in high school. For the most part, I was a good kid throughout my elementary and middle school years.
Oh, you're a good kid.
Yeah, high school. I mean, a little rebellious, especially senior year. You think you're the shit, and you're like, you think you're unstoppable for some reason. I just remember doing a bunch of stupid crap, like going with friends and baseball bats hitting mailboxes, which is really dangerous, by the way. It's really dangerous. I remember one specific time. It was one of my buddies' turn, and he literally hit the mailbox so hard that it freaking flew off that wooden piece. And we drive by the next day, man. It was just a stick standing up. But we would do that. And I don't condone any of this, guys. Please don't. It's actually really stupid now that I think about it. Some egging. I remember at one point, like we bought spray paint and we would spray the streets as while we were driving. It was really weird. So, a bunch of bad crap. Now, I'm not gonna say any of these stories are real, just in case I don't want to get in trouble. But I don't condone any of that. But yeah, I did a bunch of bad. Well, not really. Would you consider that bad? I don't know.
That's like, sure,
It's rebellious
yeah, because you're screwing with other people, and they didn't do anything.
in their property.
They didn't do anything to you, and they were strangers to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
which I mean, it's bad, and I don't agree with it. Now I'm looking back, I was like, damn, man, we were stupid as hell. I wish I could take it back, but hey, I mean, it makes for a good story, I guess.
Yeah, on a podcast.
I just hope it doesn't happen
like,
to me one
7
day
years
whenever I'm
later.
older. That would suck if it happened to me whenever I was older.
Dude, you're gonna be an
God.
old ass man. Some kid's gonna come break your mailbox down now.
Nah, I'm gonna make mine out of brick.
Well, they're gonna like fire a cannon at it.
Oh my god. I hope not. But,
It's
I
coming.
mean, yeah, I mean, other than that, I was a good kid. So,
I find it hard to believe that you were a good kid from elementary to middle school.
I was. I was, man. You can ask my parents. I mean, they're gonna say that I was probably not very good at home, but I was good at school.
Well, what's the story at home? How are you a bad kid at home?
I was just a spoiled kid, man. The youngest in my family.
Oh, okay.
Spoiled. Got whatever I wanted. Got my own way. So, which honestly, I've grown up quite a bit. I mean, it's completely different now. I mean, like I said, I used to be so spoiled, and now I'm just like so independent. And my mom is honestly surprised the way I turned out and stuff. So,
Good.
I mean,
That's good.
not to say that I was gonna turn out like a little shit or anything. It's just you baby someone so much, and I mean, you expect them to not be independent. But I mean, I've grown up and I'm pretty mature. So I like to consider myself mature, anyways. But yeah, I was a pretty good kid in school, man. Even in high school, I was still a good kid, even though I would go out and do this stuff.
No, there's more. I know there's more deep down in that head.
Oh yeah, but we'll get into that.
All right, that's gonna be tune in for Being Dumb Kids Part 2 next time.
Yep, dumb kids.
Oh Lord, do I got stories of being a dumbass kid.
Well, cannot wait to hear that. Well, I don't know. It looks like it's gearing up to about the end of the podcast. Is there anything you would like to say, Gio?
Don't bully people because it'll come back to bite you in the ass.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Don't bully people. Don't be like Gio. Don't be
I
like
can't stop
Proxinova.
laughing.
Poor kid, man. I'm pretty sure he remembers that too.
Oh my goodness.
You're an
Oh,
asshole.
dude. Okay, before before we end, so I wasn't the only one that bullied him. He constantly got bullied like throughout middle school and high school. I remember
That sucks, man.
in middle school, 8th grade, and he was getting bullied by these beaners, and
Hey, I find that offensive.
I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, he's getting bullied by these guys, and it was in the lunch line, and they eventually
Not the lunch line.
they
Not the lunch
they
line.
leave him alone, and I hear him say under his breath, "You stupid Mexicans." I was like, "Whoa, that's me." And so it's like this little like hint of like kind of like racist ideals coming out of this guy, and I'm not saying he was gonna go that way, but if the cards are playing that way, he could have been one of those people that shoots up the school.
True.
And I was part of the problem. I bullied him, unfortunately.
That sucks, man. But I hope that you ended up apologizing, like you said. I
Dude, I did.
really hope that you
I
did.
last saw him in ninth grade, and that was it. I don't know where he went.
Well, the world will never know. Well,
I'm
I think
sorry.
that's
I can't stop
well, I
laughing.
think let's end it off with your sorry. Well, guys, that ends up about wrapping up the end of the podcast. I'm Nocturnal Mark,
I'm
and
Proxinova who bullied somebody.
and we're the two amigos. We hope to see you next time.